thinking about what we're talking about.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome back, y'all.
Welcome back, guys. I'm fake happy. I'm not happy. I'm actually
Upset.
I can't really express myself how I want to in the first, minutes. So, welcome back to Wired Up and Play podcast. I'm Rebecca.
I'm Miss Fefe.
This is just like a little mini election update because I feel like I need to like rant.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel?
I'm just here, honestly.
Let's take a shot to that because I feel you. We gotta tap it on our legs. We can't reach.
Mm. Tequila is good.
It's smooth, actually. Anyways, I feel like now I can curse, so I'm so pissed off about the election. I'm so mad. I'm more mad because of people's reactions on Facebook today when I woke up. The men, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I didn't know there were so many sassy, well I did.
Yeah.
There are so many sassy men on my Facebook page. I'm doing a cleanup for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I blocked it. I'm one of them people that y'all make memes about. Oh, you're childish if you unfollow people for the election based off their opinions. Yeah, buddy, I will unfollow you if you said some dumbass shit. I will. It's not your opinion, but I will unfollow you.
Yeah. I will block and well, you know what I like to do? Snooze.
Right.
I do a snooze because I don't want people to really just know that I blocked them.
Mm-hmm.
So I do a snooze for 30 days.
That's sweet.
Yeah. No, I do it for me.
Your peace.
Yeah.
That's more important than
Yeah.
like, I'm still working on my anger, so.
No, but some things are crossing the line. Like, I didn't really like the inappropriate pictures of Kamala, the naked nudes. I think that was really weird. First off, I will say, they were trying to make it a joke, but she looked kind of sexy to me.
Yeah, it did. She was bent over the desk.
She looked kind of sexy.
I wish we could show that.
Yeah.
We have to.
I don't know if we can show that or not because YouTube policy. I don't know, maybe we can.
I think
but
we're
she
past
looked a little
that.
sexy to me, but it was real messed up because I feel like it was a dig, and I didn't like that. I don't like how much I realized men just didn't want a woman to be.
That was very much, yeah, that was today for me. I realized there's a lot of men.
Me and Al kind of joked that what America showed us today is they would rather a 34-time convicted felon than a black woman.
Yeah.
Than a woman,
She's
period,
not-
but a black
I
woman.
wouldn't say she's black.
Well, here's the thing.
To America, she's
So
black.
that's what I was going to say. What you take in
I'm
is,
sorry, that's just,
you know, to
to
certain demographics, you can be Spanish, but you've seen those Hispanics
Like
that they look black, but they're not.
Yeah.
You know, they're actually they don't speak a
Well,
lick of
she's
English.
brown. I believe
Yeah,
she's
so
brown.
that's what I'm saying. Because black isn't
She's a
truly a
minority.
race.
I just feel like
Black isn't a race because we don't call white people white. We call them Caucasians. that's the actual race.
I don't know white. I feel you on that because this feels like they have heritage and we don't.
Right.
Yeah, if you're filling out a job application, it says Caucasian.
Yeah,
And then for us, it says
black.
Black.
Or it don't even say
Non-Hispanic.
a non-Hispanic. It say non-white or non-Hispanic, and then
Black.
the next you got to select black. So yeah.
Trifling.
well, I just want to highlight a couple of things I saw that really pissed me the F off.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could say these people's names and show y'all their fucking faces
Well,
and
it's
bodies.
public information.
I don't even want to give them light because they're so ugly and bad built. It's like, be bad built and be nice. You're bad built, you're nasty, and you're a nasty, like, just sexist, ew. Okay, anyway. So there's a picture of Kamala in the kitchen cooking, and then he put exactly where the fuck she belonged, in the kitchen preparing supper. The fuck y'all thought?
Hold on, let's pause on that.
Okay.
I didn't like that one. I saw that one too. I was like, why do they feel like women belong in the kitchen? And I'm just going to branch off to something else real fast. Did you see the Martha documentary?
I seen it, but I didn't watch it
That
yet.
shit was funny.
I
We'll
love
talk about that
Martha.
later. We'll talk about
Let's
that
circle
later.
back.
But
Yeah, he really ticked me off. And if you guys seen this dude, I'm talking like big upper body, like square, and then chicken legs. And then you're on there and you need to not be worried about anything kitchen related. Big back, big front, big sides, all around.
Back.
But the thing about it is, it's like, ew, you have a mother. You came out of her vagina, you fucking weirdo. I just don't, it's comments like that.
Yeah.
Or people talking about, oh, I voted Trump, he's gonna give me money. Shut your stupid ass up. You sound dumb. It just blows my mind how ignorant people are.
I feel like, so I don't really want to get into, you know, you voted for Trump, you voted for Kamala, and this is stupid, that's stupid. I feel like I don't like the disrespect that people are giving other people. I did want to say in our last episode that I came from a generation where we didn't talk about who we voted for, and that was so much better to me. People were classy. So just on a classy level, I feel like it's very disrespectful how people are treating people based off of who they voted for. I will say I voted for the Libertarian Party. That's why I'm wearing yellow.
Well, I'm wearing blue for my girl.
I was, and to be honest, when I looked at the candidates, Chase Oliver and Mike, I was like, that's some good options. They had every policy that I was looking for. So some people are like, well, I voted for Trump because I voted against Kamala, or I voted for Kamala because I voted against Trump. You don't necessarily always have to just vote to be against somebody. You can just vote for something. So
I don't feel like a lot of people that are, and for me, don't get me wrong, I don't care who you vote for. Like I said before, I actually was thinking about voting for Trump until I started doing my research.
I couldn't vote for him either. I was gonna vote for him initially, but a lot of his policies I couldn't get behind.
That
just straight for me, I couldn't do Department of Education defunding that. I thought that was ridiculous. I didn't like. I think the Article 25 thing, Project 25, whatever it's called. I just couldn't trust it.
I don't
like
trust
he said that he had nothing to do with it, and that wasn't real. But to me, it's like I can't trust nobody. Okay, you think I'm gonna trust you? No, so I'm not gonna risk it.
Yeah.
So it was the defunding that, and then he wanted to increase the police enforcement involvement, and I didn't like that. Now, if you guys read about the Libertarian Party, they actually said, and I'm just going to say the reason why I did vote, even though people don't vote for them, which is why they're not typically in the election debate. I voted for them because they are for government non-involvement, so less involvement from the government, and they also wanted to make the police force accountable. So it was literal things like that. That was like, that's exactly what I'm going for. Unfortunately, they didn't even get one electoral vote.
Yeah, Trump was the complete opposite. He actually recently just talked about giving officers that immunity for them to do their job, and I was like,
but that's
immunity shouldn't even exist.
But that's my issue with the people that are posting these posts. You're the fucking idiot that needs to not want that, because you're a criminal. So you're going to be one of the statistics one day, because these people are going to have full immunity to blast your ass out this world.
That's really sad to me. I couldn't vote for Trump for that. I mean, granted, as far as one thing I did like was he was saying he wanted to reduce the taxes for corporate, high-end corporate or big business, and keep workforce here in the U.S. That's going to create more jobs for our economy. So hopefully that means that we have more job options, especially since he's trying to defund the Department of Education. So I don't know what's going to happen with teachers. They're going to have to work.
And that's what I say is more than any other president in these recent times, Trump has a green light. So if Trump fails in this presidency, it's truly the Republicans falling flat on their faces, because now they have the House. They have basically all three branches of, government. So
I swear they cheated.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
No, when I say that, like when I went to cast my ballot, I was doing, because again, I was going for the Libertarian Party, so they didn't have a lot of House seats. So it was Democrat versus Republican. What I would do was to pick one Democrat, one Republican, one Democrat, one Republican. Well, it was times where I seen the name repeated. So I would pick the Democrat, and then I saw the Republican name, and I was like, no, I'm picking the Democrat. But then the next sheet would be just the Republican's name. No one else's.
Yeah. I've seen that a couple of times, actually.
Yeah. And then I skipped it, when I was like, maybe I'm tripping. And it happened again. So I was like, I'm pretty sure they're forcing people to vote for this person because it's the only person listed.
Yeah.
And if you're just clicking to be done,
you're gonna click on
them
that.
in.
Yeah.
They were repeated names.
Yeah. I think I heard you talk about the Libertarian Party. And my biggest issue with that is not an issue with anybody who votes Libertarian. It's just America does not respect the libertarian problem.
Yeah.
If they were able to participate in debates and things like that, then I would be able to myself take the party more seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas there's no emphasis on, it's either you're red or you're blue. Exactly.
That's what the government wants.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the Libertarian Party is the most closest thing to democracy, because it's the real life, what the people want, the policies that are here, and they're building their own party, whereas the Republican and Democrats, they're actually funded by the people that's already in power.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, that's not democracy anymore. Yeah.
It's even an interesting story surrounding Trump. He was convicted of 34 felonies, and sentencing was happening, but now that he's become, president-elect, that's going to be suppressed. So there is there's no sentencing for the foreseeable future, and that is a very, very unfortunate thing. I think that the scariest part of it all, realistically, as I watch social media, there was this huge divide. Yeah. There was like these three separate people. There was these people who were overly happy and trolling everybody who voted for Kamala. Mm-hmm. And then there were people who were like, yeah, this is why I didn't vote. And that drives me nuts, because there's been some races where a candidate was selected in a state by 10,000 votes. Yeah. So voting does matter, but it was that, and then there were the people who all voted for Kamala, and because she didn't win, I seen black people go at black people so bad today. It was the worst feeling to watch that. Exactly. Exactly. That was the scary part.
What made me feel a little down today, even though I didn't vote for either of those candidates, what made me feel down was the fact that most black and brown people voted for Kamala. Mm-hmm. And she just didn't win white men and white women.
Yeah,
those were the only people that really voted for Trump.
Yeah, do y'all remember what the percentage black men that voted for Kamala was?
I think it was like 80, wasn't it? 80,
yeah, it was 70. It was 70 something.
It was high.
But one of the first posts that I seen on social media was, the black man has let us down once again.
That's what they said. Then they had to come back and apologize. Mm-hmm. Black men actually supported the same cause as black women this time, and brown. I mean, Hispanic men voted majority Trump, but it was by like maybe 5 or 10%. It wasn't large. Yeah. So truthfully, you had majority white men and majority white women vote for Trump, and we lost. Mm-hmm. Like literally, it showed me that in America, we don't have the voice. Yeah. Because like all of us voted blue, yet red won.
But I feel like a lot of people don't vote, black people, and my vote doesn't matter, or I don't like either one, or they're too lazy. I mean, I'm sorry, I love my people, but when we set our mind to do something, we don't do it like other people do. So that's the problem.
Well, I'm gonna say that I don't think necessarily they just don't do it. I think there's a lot of things that block it, like felonies. Okay,
you can vote with a felony. I was married to one. That's what they want you to think.
There's miseducation around that for violent crimes. It's particular crimes that are but felonies for non-violent crimes, you can register to vote and still vote.
And we found that out during Obama, because they were pushing that. They didn't really push that this year.
They didn't push it.
A lot of young people don't care, didn't vote. We needed those votes too. I'm not saying anyone's wrong, like I said, for voting for Trump. I don't have an issue with that. I feel like as a country, we look like a joke. He's not supposed to be our president. I'm sorry. I think he's an excellent businessman. He's great with money. If you're a wealthier or higher than middle class person, I feel like you're going to benefit from it. But a lot of people will not, and they won't understand that until he's working. And also, a lot of people think these stimulus checks and everything else and these PPP loans, I didn't get none of that. And I'm glad, because it didn't come from him. Like, there's a lot of ignorance surrounding it, and it just irritates me.
I will say though, there are some people, you have to vote pretty much for your business, for your industry. Mm-hmm. So I know people that actually made money off the stock market today because they voted, they stuck with all Trump companies, and they voted for Trump. Well, I don't know if they voted for Trump, but they act like they did. So it's like, I don't know, they're all making money and they're all excited about it. So you can make money from the big businesses if you invest in the stock, so some people are saying that, and I know some people voted because of the things, like the less taxes, the less healthcare programs that he's gonna do, so the less money coming out of their paycheck is gonna go into these project funds.
I'm more worried about the people who don't have the money to afford these things that they're taking away, though.
Yeah.
Because I know more of those people than the others.
Yeah, and then there's a very negative stigma towards voting, and it's kind of twofold. It's the my vote doesn't matter, but to me, I feel like if you understood how hard our ancestors fought to even get the option to. In the world we live in America, and that's why I don't want them to get rid of Black history in schools. I'm not even talking about slavery, but understand that when America was founded, we were nothing to them. Then to prove and to get votes, which the whole system of electoral votes and all of that stuff is so outdated. They made us literally 3/5 of a person, so that the South wouldn't have an advantage in the electoral college and votes. And then we became full people who could actually vote. And it breaks my heart to know that our ancestors fought so hard for us to get that voice and that option, and then they didn't. We don't, use those rights that they fought so hard that they dreamed of us eventually having. And the second part of that stigma is I've been watching A Different World. I went back and started watching it all over again. Partly because my mom revealed to me that I got my name from a guy that they had a crush on in A Different World when Whitley dated the guy Julian. So that's where I got my name from. But while watching Different World, and this was 90? This was 89, 90. They had a whole, dissertation talking about how they were voting for the lesser of two evils. And since for my entire life, that's the number one thing that I've heard around voting. It was, we're voting for the lesser of two evils, voting for the lesser of two evils. So now it's like the young people, especially this generation, doesn't give a damn. The new generation that we're leaving the world to, I'm afraid of them. They are terrible and completely uneducated.
They should vote for the Libertarian Party. It's not a vote. It's not a race between two parties. It's only that way because people only vote that way.
True. I think that narrative has to change though with the voting for the lesser of two evils because
I really believed it as well.
Yeah.
And then I found out it was wrong. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, dang, and nobody else knows about this.
Yeah. So
I know my daughter, she's going to turn 18 this year. Her and all her friends were she didn't get to vote because her birthday's in December, but all her friends, they were excited to go vote. So, a lot of these young kids, they did go out and they did vote, and they were proud to post that little sticker. So we need to keep it going, keep the momentum
start getting
going.
a food stamp card or something. These stickers is too childish.
Baby, I did see one interesting thing too from our brother Quanell X. Mm-hmm. It says if Joe Biden and the Democratic Party want to truly show how much they love Black people, let's tell Joe Biden to resign and let Kamala Harris become president for the next 45 to 50 days. And she uses the executive powers of her office to really do something meaningful for Black people. What do y'all think about that? I think that'd be pretty. Where is Joe Biden? Where is he?
I didn't think he was still working.
He's the president.
Yeah. I know, but I thought they had kicked him out the way.
But where is he? Does anybody ask?
Yeah, so he's been in the White House. Funny enough, it's either dementia or Alzheimer's, but there's been specialists that are specialized or that they have their certifications in that branch of medicine that have been visiting the White House frequently. So that's a very unfortunate thing, but I do think they may be diagnosing him with one of those two things.
Yeah.
So,
well, we all do that anyways. We try, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, for me, I am kind of fucked up about it, just because I know a lot of stuff. It will affect people around me personally.
I do want to say something though, just to counteract with you. Mm-hmm. Because there's some people that don't vote Democrat because Democrat has been very racist in the past. Mm-hmm. So a lot of Black people feel what I thought, because obviously the numbers show that they don't feel this way, but what I've heard is, I'm not voting blue no matter who. The face has always been put a Black person out there to tell you what Black people do, and then I'm going to take advantage of you.
Yeah, at one point the party switched. Democrats used to, Democrats used to have a lot of Republican views, and it completely flipped.
I can remember my parents, sorry for jumping this time, but they've always voted Democrat.
Yeah.
But that's not why because like I said, I really was pro-Trump. I really was. But Project 2025, it
That
really scares me. And I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie, I don't know why no one cares about this, because it's important to me. And I know you said, like, there's no solution on either end, but the abortion thing, this
Yeah.
man is trying to make it punishable. I don't remember her saying that, so that kind of scares me.
The
And he said
Libertarian Party actually has something against that as well. That's what I'm saying. All the things that people were voting for and against, the Libertarian Party actually said they wanted to take that back as well and give us back our rights. Everything was listed under there, under Chase Oliver. And I was like, well, why don't we know about this?
Yeah, I feel that there's three things that need to change. I think the way votes are scored, this electoral college, that I feel like that should be done away with to a certain extent, because when it was created, black people were not in mind, and then they were used as pawns, as 3/5 of a person. So that's a completely outdated system. Two, there's no limit on how many times senators can be senators, the way that it is presidents can be presidents. So you have all of these old ass white men that are truly the ones who are making these decisions because they're the most consistent. And I think that there needs to be a limit to how old you can be. We got a limit of how old you have to be to even run for president, but there's no limit up top of how young you have to be president, because Trump he'll turn 80 something.
We're the oldest president ever.
It's like you have to be a certain old.
Yeah.
Which is weird. It's like, why you gotta be older?
Does nobody understand that he's going to have more power than any president ever in the history of the United States of America?
It's coming.
And that he's trying to get rid of the Constitution of America, certain parts. Does no one think
that's why I
that's
said
crazy?
I would have had more hope if Democrats had won the House or
That's
something
what I
else.
was
I would have had more hope.
Yeah,
But
even.
the fact that Republicans run every single branch now,
It's very scary.
he's able to do. He has more power than ever.
I would have been completely fine with either your person or a Democrat. But
Me too.
the Trump thing, it really does scare me. I'm not gonna lie. It
Well,
does.
honestly, I was scared both ways. I really was. Kamala, I didn't like, and I love the LGBTQ community, all that. I love them. I have friends. I'm curious. I do my thing. But at the end of the day,
You do your thing.
I do my thing.
What's your thing?
Girl, I don't know. I'll be drunk.
We're gonna circle back when she's done with her serious talk, because now I want to now nosy.
But I'm just saying, my daughter and my son is 10, so like if they want to talk about, transgender and trans sports, like honestly, if I just had a son, I think I would be okay with the whole thing. But having a daughter and saying that, baby girl, you gonna play volleyball with a man that looks like a woman on the outside. And I'm just saying the truth, because surgeries ain't done that fast. And even if they are, you still got hormones. And I work in an area where I see it every day. I don't even know it's a man until I read the name. And then I'm like, oh, out of politeness, I just say last names because I don't want to be disrespectful.
Right.
Because they look just better than us. So I'm like, girl, I like your nails.
I think
But
it would have
that's
been.
still power and strength. Like my baby could get knocked out
Yeah.
playing volleyball.
True. I think it would have been a lot better. First off, everybody knew the mental state of Joe Biden. We've watched the deterioration of his mind for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
If you look at Obama when he first went in versus Obama when he came out, he looked like a completely different person. And you could tell those 8 years aged him. So for somebody going in at 70 something and being aged, if Kamala had a year to campaign, a year and a half, like her opponent, Trump been campaigning for 4 years.
Yeah. I do feel like
so a lot of people don't understand too much about her or her stance, and then she didn't really get a fair shake in the first place because everybody's like, oh, they pushed Biden out to push her in, and it was Biden didn't make the choice to step down.
Right.
That choice was taken from them and it was given to this person who's
like
undeserving. Exactly. So she didn't get a fair shake off the bat. Just having probably 6 months. Probably I don't even know if it was a full 6 months of her actually campaigning and running. I don't think it's been that long.
Some people said that she didn't win because she used all those celebrities.
So did Donald Trump.
Trump is the celebrity too.
Like that's what you do.
No, but I mean like the
campaign.
type of celebrities.
Doesn't
You don't think so?
matter.
Yeah, she had Taylor Swift in the corner.
Listen, I think that This country is not ready for a black woman to run it. That's just what it is. And we have a lot of white people here, more than blacks, unfortunately, and more than any other race. Unfortunately, we don't all go out and use our voice. In my opinion, I feel like that's what happened. I don't hate either party. I'm scared of one more than the other. I agree with you on the yes. Hey, disclaimer, we love our LGBTQR, whatever.
Kindergarten to me scared the mess out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Educating kids that are 5, 6 years old.
Now more than ever, parents have to do the work at home before they ever send their kids out into the world, and
but that's different. At this point, you're brainwashing my child.
Yeah,
because they don't even know what they are.
I have a friend who's a teacher who was talking about now it's a fine line because you got to teach about the birds and the bees, and then the bees and the bees and the birds and the birds, and then the bees who feels like birds and the birds who feel like bees.
I don't want to talk about that until they actually have feelings.
And they have an understanding.
Right, like right now, my baby don't know that. And you're talking about we wouldn't have control, so I couldn't vote that way as a parent of a daughter that young. I just didn't feel like I would want that for me, like to have that conversation with her. So yeah, for me, neither one of those. So
I feel like we'll have to have those conversations regardless. But I do understand what you mean. Yeah. I mean, everybody votes how they want. At the end of the day, my side or what I wanted didn't happen. So I'm okay with that. It is what it is. What can I do?
But let's stop fighting, guys. We're all one United States.
Yeah. I think the number one thing that we can hope for, because they have the House and, the Senate, I think because Trump has everything, all the good things and the positive things that he said he wants to do, let's hope that he actually does go through with those things.
I don't know what they were.
He's talking about making healthcare better. He's talked about that. If you're able to do that. Deportation of illegal immigrants, I feel like that should have always been a thing if you are truly an illegal immigrant. The problem is the amount of money and resources you're going to have to put in to figure out who's actually illegal versus who's actually supposed to be here.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
It's going to hurt our pockets.
That's another reason why I picked libertarian, because they were going to make it easier for an immigrant to get to citizenship. It is so complicated.
And a lot of people don't have money for it. And a lot of people have been here their whole lives, have never lived in these countries, and it's separating them from their families.
I know Americans who couldn't pass the citizenship test they give people that are trying to become citizens.
I have friends that have just gotten their citizenships from.
They got it before
and it
Trump.
Was hard.
It was hard last time Trump was in office.
Yeah.
People were scared to go to school. So I don't know. Overall, I mean, it's a little scary. But I mean, I feel like I don't think the most of Americans are excited right now. Some of them are like feeling okay. But I think we should band together, because the last thing we need is to be divided. And that obviously divided, because it's not going to really help anybody or anything. I don't know.
I'm over it. But I want to know, what did you say again? What did she say?
She's a little curious. She do things.
What do you do when you're drunk?
Oh, girl.
What happened? What did I miss? I can take my shades off now.
Well,
election
we're like sisters, so Rebecca doesn't flirt.
I would never in life. No. I'm sorry.
I never lick no coots.
Would you?
No. I mean, yes and no at the same time. like if I'm with my man and we're doing our thing, and we're like.
You could do it?
I think, yeah, because if my man and I are doing things, we're gonna do whatever.
Would you let him do it?
To another person?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we're having a time.
Okay.
Yeah, like me and my man.
But how would you what would you do? How do you know?
How do I know what to do? I don't.
You're gonna be down there experimenting, trying to figure it out. That's crazy work. The eyes closed with the two fingers is wild.
And I'll be like,
no, ma'am.
That's wild.
I think you don't start that way. In my head, I think you start like you're kissing him, kissing her. Everybody's touching, and you just know the parts.
It just happens.
Well, you gotta touch something. Okay, in my idea of it, like I've never been able to do it, but in my head, I'm like, the idea is to bring the most pleasure to everyone. So, like, I'm competitive.
Yeah.
So it's like
you don't want to show out.
Yeah, I'm gonna want to feel like everybody's gonna want to invite me back.
She
You
wants
know
her
what I mean?
golden ticket to the party.
Yeah, like I don't want to just be there and be like, oh, we could do it without her next time.
Ooh.
Right? So
Yeah,
you gotta
that's
make
not
sure
cool.
that like everything going down has something to do with you. I don't mean like doing everything.
I gotta she gonna be like this.
Yo.
I gotta fucking I gotta regulate though. I gotta make sure because like
No, that's
Don't
not
tell
point
you.
of sex. You gotta let go. I don't know.
Yeah, I know a bunch of women that's like, yo,
I mean
he can penetrate or whatever, but he better not eat that bitch out.
No, I did tell my girl.
I know there's some women that's like, yo, that's the off limit
okay,
part.
let me just say without putting my business out too much, I've had this experience and at first I was like, why the fuck did you do that shit? Why did you fucking put your mouth there? But then I was like, well, it was like what it was. Like, it's for everyone to feel good.
Right.
And you shouldn't be doing it with someone you don't feel comfortable.
Exactly.
So I get it. Like,
That part, my one rule is you cannot finish with her.
like, come.
You can't finish. She can't make you come. If you about to come, you better pull that shit out and put it in me. That's my rule.
That should be unspoken, though. I feel like.
No, I
Your cum
would
doesn't
make
need to be
sure.
around her.
We talking about
Sure.
protection or no protection? We talking
I
about
don't give a fuck what it is.
Either way, yeah. She just wants to satisfy.
I want to make sure her pussy's not better than my pussy, okay? That's
Well,
all.
I don't ever go into it thinking that. Cause
in the condom. I can finagle it the way you thought it was. You
I don't know, but I don't want to find out.
No,
No way.
no, it's just, I feel like.
Like, what if he puts it in her and he's like, ugh. Like, the fuck?
yo.
You know what I mean? Like,
I
oh, he's so pissed.
Hey, it's not about how we finish. It's about the journey.
I don't give a fuck about that. Okay,
She doesn't want it to be better than her snatch.
No, it's like,
Look.
I don't care if he was getting
If
all
it was a
this-
300-mile trip and you drove 299 and she finished the trip,
Fuck that.
I appreciate the 299 miles
No.
just as much as I do that last one.
You put all those works in with her. When it comes down to the end, you bring that to me.
Save that jungle juice for your
You know what
girl.
I'm saying? I get the best. That's
Nah.
like the
Juices.
last.
Nah, jungle juice is
you
actually
hold
crazy.
me, you know, because
I know.
after y'all
That was
come,
my
y'all don't
title.
just let go. After y'all come, y'all be holding on and shit.
Oh hell no, that get people beat the fuck up. Like,
Literally kick her in the face.
no, that's different. That's a whole nother level. You about to get the shit slapped out of you.
Yeah, I
And
wouldn't-
her and everything's
so, like, I
over
wouldn't-
and finished.
Oh my god, I don't even know what I would do to him, but to her, kick her smooth clean across the
I do
room.
it to both, actually.
Not him because I still care. I want him to come.
Yo, I love him.
Okay, but let me just I've had an experience with that type of situation, and they were really secretly fucking each other already.
See, I don't like
So
that.
you gotta be careful with these motherfuckers.
So did he bring her or did you bring her?
It was a mutual. We both knew her.
But so you kind of liked her?
No, she liked me.
Oh, so you were just being nice?
I was just like drunk one night, and she kept begging to do it, and I was like, fine. For real though, I'm not lying.
Shake you out?
Yo, the blush though.
Yes.
I didn't do her.
Was it good?
It was alright.
They say
I like
girls do it
men.
better.
Listen, I love my LGBT people. Like I keep saying Q, all those letters. I like men. Sometimes I feel like women are so pretty or like, oh my god. But I never just be like, ooh, I'm gonna fuck her.
Me neither.
You know? But if it's in the moment and
Yeah.
I'm like feeling it, I might be like, oh yeah, shit, let's like. But it's limits for me, honestly. I don't like gushy and creams. So it ends there for me.
I never really
I like
think
my
about
own.
it.
I always think about it first. I'm an overthinker.
That's a good thing.
It's nice.
So Faye, what if he make her squirt?
Ooh.
What?
What if he make her squirt?
But he makes her squirt? Well, that's
But you don't squirt.
I do squirt, so.
But he didn't make you squirt.
Ooh.
He can. He does.
I'm saying if he made her squirt in the threesome
And I mean, I
and you
didn't.
never squirted.
That's her body. That has nothing to do with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but.
Well, men are saying that they can make you squirt, and so would you feel away?
Have it as
I
Pete.
feel like the way he's
So
describing
basically,
it,
you're saying like.
I kind of would feel away.
I don't know because I would never have a threesome with a guy that I don't have any sex with. That wouldn't work.
Squirt is
So you
squirt
wait,
is
you
pee.
Squirt every time. It's a little pee.
Yeah, it's a pee in there.
So you're saying you're asking me would I be okay with her juices on my man?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because why is she there? Yeah.
So it's safe to say,
We'll be licking and sucking and kissing everything.
Yo.
put these on real quick. Any of you sexy ladies that think my friend is cute, she's ready for you.
I don't think I'm ready.
Look at those lips.
Well, I'm not ready, no. I don't get turned on by girls.
You don't?
No, man.
Sometimes
I had a lot of girls kiss on me and I don't feel nothing.
Really?
Nothing, not a damn thing. I'd be like, well, goddamn.
I feel like a lot of
Because
girls
these
always like
girls are
women.
sexy to me. Like, I see her, like, she is so pretty and real sexy. But when they get to kissing, I'd be like, I really feel not a
You
damn
like
thing.
men.
I like men.
I like men too.
So me having a threesome would really just be the idea of how freaky it is. And just to see him lose his shit.
All right, I got a question. If y'all could have a threesome with Donald Trump and Kamala to switch power, would you do it?
Donald Trump and Kamala?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she
Right now, Trump is president.
in that blue lingerie.
But I'm saying, if you had the threesome,
She
Kamala
did.
becomes president and Trump loses.
Wait, we have to have a threesome with both of them?
Yeah, you gotta have a threesome with both of them.
Trump wouldn't make it. Hell, he looked one little glance at my ass.
That's
Nothing.
Facts.
All right, he like grabbing him by the pussy now. we know this.
Listen, he know who to do that shit to and who not to. That's all I'm saying. I don't
His
put that
hands
in.
cold.
Probably. They actually get dry and they go crunch. But
They're probably playing.
am I gonna get in trouble if I answer?
No.
Yeah, I do it because I'm scared. Shit, I don't want him being my person like that.
I want immunity first. I want to make sure everybody in my family is good.
Rebecca gonna be
Every
orange as
black man-
hell. I know that shit peel off.
Spray tan everywhere.
Every black man in my life has to have immunity.
I bet you Trump loves him a good black girl too. All of them do. They all do, baby. Trust and believe. I learned that from working at Wolfies in the Woodlands, honey. They love us.
They do.
They do.
Yeah.
I learned my power when I was 18 years old.
That's bad. 18.
You knew me when I was there.
I know. They changed their poor thing.
That's when I knew.
All right, y'all. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for, oh my gosh. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Damn, we didn't say that. So
Wide
say it
open
again.
play.
Wait, say it again.
Oh.
Double it. Double it.
Like, comment, share, subscribe.
And then they can find us at,
Wide Open Play _ on Instagram.
and then,
Wide Open Play on YouTube.
and then,
Wide Open Play on Facebook.
and we have TikTok. So,
Wide Open Play podcast on one of those.
yes, that's right. Wow, she's on her shit. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching our little rant and chatter, and we'll see you
Let's see
guys.
some happy faces tomorrow. It's a new day. God still loves us.
And send us some stuff. I've been getting some feedback, so keep it up.
Yeah, some anonymous stories. Send me your freak story. I want to know about y'all threesome experiences. Has anyone accidentally peed when they thought they were squirting?
Oh. Okay,